Hello guys and welcome to the Go Fudge Yourself GR3 JTCC, and it is a Monday night and we are here at Largo, Lake Maggiore in Italy for round number 2 of the championship. It is going to be probably very close and probably one of the most shortest lap circuit here on the wet circuit of Lake Maggiore for this evening. I'm your host as per usual on a Monday night. It is the one and only Hoppers, and yes, please do be kind to my voice this evening because I felt like it's been disappearing for a couple of weeks. The amount of times I've got excited during commentary, and also probably one of the closest battles, and probably going to be very much what's the word I'm trying to say? Probably exciting this evening because we do have a lot of people racing this evening. Just bear with while I check the comments. Just for a moment. So just give me 1 second. Morning, Darren. You've had lasagna for breakfast. Well, funny enough, I've just had spaghetti bolognese for my tea. But yes, hope you're okay, my friend. Nice to see you. But yes, it should be very exciting. It is going to be, as I say, it is going to be probably close as you like between the guys for this championship. It is obviously still early days in the championship. Yeah, I'm okay, mate. Getting by. I'll drop you a message later, mate. Just nothing to worry about. Just one of them. Just having one of them weekends, mate, where I was having a good weekend, but it just seems to have gone in a flash, really. So you know, never mind. But it looks like Excalibur just been fired off into that curb there, just clipping. Obviously, it looked like he just clipped that the yellow AstroTurf. But yeah, I'm okay, mate. Hope you're alright as well. But, yes, so we do have, I believe Mistake Fake was obviously in the, was he in the Viper last week or the Corvette? Obviously there was enough of them, but he's in the Porsche. And he's obviously here. So that is Nuno in the red, white and yellow 911, just going wide out of the final turn there. So we'll go through who's here and we'll see who is around, and hopefully we get some fantastic action. We do have 14 at the moment. So Dan Cope currently looks like he's fastest in the BMW. He had obviously an emergency last week, so he missed round 1 at Spa, but it's good to have him back in his BMW M6 at the moment. It is going to be an hour-long race. It is roughly going to be no qualifying, so just practicing at the moment. I'll get the grid in a moment for round number 2. Then you have Nathan Rombout, the Belgian in the Chevrolet Corvette, looking very nice indeed in the Italian warm sunshine. Then we have Adam Morgan in the other Corvette, the Welshman. Obviously narrowly missed out on the title between himself and the other Welsh guys in the series last season, but he's looking forward to seeing what he can do indeed. Then you have Brian Ross, who's actually series admin as well as host for this lobby in the Mercedes AMG, the blue car. It is a spectacular looking car, I must say. The yellow and green make it look really nice as well. Then you've got Rasmus, winner at Spa-Francorchamps last time out. Is he going to make it 2 from 2, or is someone else going to step up to the plate this evening? Then obviously Darren Baldwin in the Jamaican style Volkswagen Beetle. This probably is Darren's chance of taking a win. He actually did very well to game where he finished Spa last time out, you know, obviously starting from the back, because it was a draw for the first round, and he managed to get, I think it was on either the 4th or 3rd onto the podium, if I remember rightly, just to jog my memory, but the Jamaican Beetle, as I call it. They have Dean Atkinson in his beautiful green and black Jaguar F-Type, sporting a cartoon character on the back of his car there. Just trying to think exactly what that is there. I'm sure he'll clarify that for me. Then you got Mistake Fake in the Porsche, saw him previously. One of, I believe it's one of 2 Porsches. I think it was Stu Shelton, I believe, or Steve Stones, I can't remember. That'll be Stu, because Steve's actually here in his McLaren. So Steve Stones in his beautiful McLaren there. This is a nice looking machine. And obviously you've got Nate Fletch in the Supra, so the Toyota Supra is still around. Then you've got I believe that is the Water there in the or Oligero. It's actually Oligero in the Aston Martin. The other Portuguese then is Rui Duarte here in the other Beetle, and obviously you got Callum in the Viper, and then obviously Brian Moncani in his beautiful looking Viper, Dodge Viper. Just looking how spectacular that looks. So we do start at 8 o'clock, and it is going to be fantastic to see exactly what will happen. We do have obviously the grid. There is 2 penalty zones going down towards the I think it's where they're coming up to now, just under the Liquid Moly Bridge, along the back straight there, and then obviously onto the start finish line, going into turns 1, 2 and 3. Turn 1 is a is a left hand bend, and it goes into a hairpin, but it's kind of amazing. It is a rolling start as well for the as fast Portuguese goes off there. So we do have the grid, so I'll go through the grid. We do have Dan Cope followed by Callum Doggerel. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, mate. I do apologise if I haven't. Then you've got Oligero, then you've got Steve Stones, Rui Duarte, Nathan Robots, Nuno Jorge, or, you know, Portuguese isn't the best, but, you know, fair play, I'll just call you Nuno. And then you have Dean Atkinson, Brian Moncani, Nath John, Brian Ross, Darren Baldwin, Stuart Shelton if he's here. But I believe he's not, because he's having internet issues, I believe, at home, so he won't be making it. Then you've got Adam Morgan, and then obviously Rasmus at the back. I believe that was because of finishing positions in reverse order. So it did look like, from what I've seen, excuse me, looks like, yeah, Darren did finish 4th at Spa-Francorchamps. Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Hope you're okay myself. Yourself? Yeah, I meant yourself, not myself, obviously. But yes, I'm good, mate, thank you. Feeling pretty confident about this evening, to be honest. I think it's going to be great. I believe you're struggling at the moment, mate, but you'll pick up the pace, I am sure you will. I've got every faith in your CWS Viper, so don't panic about that. You will be fine, just keep yourself together. Just do what you did last week. You know, you did very well. I know you struggled, but just keep going. Never give up, my friend. That's all I say, you know, don't give in. Because I'm sure you'll do well. I've got faith in every single one of the drivers here. No one gets singled out, there's no favouritism. But yes, it is going to be very exciting, and it will be probably close proximity. Going through tyres at the moment is tyres bend, as I call it, because obviously with the sponsorship it is a fictional circuit, so we do have some corners, and then we go through what will be the final turn, which is the long left-hander at total, and then obviously down under the bridge for the start finish line, and then obviously into Hancock for turn number 1. So Danko currently leading the testing times, and then obviously round the right hand, the long sweep right, going down the hill now. It's kind of a weird track, it goes up and down like a roller coaster. And speaking of roller coaster, going up towards where they are coming now, so they fly down the hill. I believe if they're lucky they get some air roughly, and I call this bit the roller coaster because of the obviously bank curve. It's also known as NASCAR to some people because of obviously the banking. So, you know, it is quite very nice circuit. I've driven around here myself, just getting a few laps in, and I think it's one of the technical sort of, well, not technical, but sort of one of the close proximity circuits. Lap times around here at the moment are in the 121, so it kind of looks like, you know, to make or break, especially with an hour-long race that it is. You know, you can't just go and say, well, for example, or go for a strategy, and you know, we've got the soft, medium, hards. They must be run for 10 minutes each duration. After you've done 10 minutes on each tyre, then it's pretty much a free-for-all afterwards. It's down to you. Obviously the fuel depletion as well, you know, you've got to manage your fuel. It's not technically the easiest circuit around here to try and get around with no fuel, because especially if you've got that sweeping roller coaster bend, as we call it, as Adam Morgan flies into there now. But yes, it is a fantastic circuit. You know, it can bring some surprises, funny enough. But yes, I hope you guys can hear me. If you can't, just let me know, and we will sort out my voice. Technically, please be kind to my voice, you guys. I know technically the voice likes to be disappearing into sort of thin air, but it's one of them. But yes, we should be in for a absolutely epic racing, as we do. Where Rasmus has gone through, I call that GoPro because obviously with the sponsorship. But it is going to be a fantastic race, and it will be hopefully one of the best. We do obviously with having race 1 at Spa-Francorchamps last time out, with this guy Rasmus taking the win. He was actually quite on the money. He was actually doing a proper stellar job, and will he make it 2 from 2 this evening? Who knows? Or we may have a new time winner. So currently the times are in roughly around Stu is here. I didn't see him out on track. Do apologise, Stu, if you're watching the stream later, mate. I didn't realise you were here. But it should be very good indeed. I am personally looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. It is going to be a lot. Obviously the penalties are probably going to be hopefully not hurting a lot of people. But yes, it is going to be a fantastic race. If you're tuning in, guys, let us know what you think, and please do like and subscribe to the Eldar YouTube channel. And if you don't know who I am, those who are new to the commentary, I've been commentating for Eldar for a long time now. When I say a long time, it feels like a long time, but it is very good. I used to race, and some people do think I should come back and race, but Just looking at Oliveira there in the Aston Martin, the only Aston Martin of the field as well. But see exactly how well they go this evening. It will be all or nothing for each and every single driver this evening. Brian Moncani, the Belgian, as I say, his distinctive liveries are obviously the pink, green and blue. He obviously probably has a bit of reputation to Valentino Rossi's olden Yamaha motorcycle days, just to throw that in there, but I'm sure there's a logical reason. But we should be very good to go. Hopefully we should be okay. So we've got Danko currently on the softs, using this opportunity probably to drink, get some more fuel, but I believe from what I see in certain things, so there's a few people having a bit of contact. Oh, Darren goes off at final turn. Does not want to do that in the race because that will hamper his pace. But caught that on stream, mate. I do apologise. He's not going to like that. But hopefully, you know, we do get some interesting battles. It does look like a mistake fake in his Porsche. Took the time down to 121.7. So, you know, this is just practice. The race is an hour long, so it's only practice. Indeed, it's not like it's the race, but normally the race, as I say, it's an hour long, and it will be very much. I know, Darren, but you know, it's not. It wasn't one of your finest moments, pal. But yeah, I like to have a bit of banter with the guys that race, you know. And if there's any ladies out there that want to race in Eldar Sim, and you have PlayStation 4, and you have GT Sport, or you've got a suggestion for another racing game that you want to use, then feel free to suggest it and go on to. You were drinking. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Depends what you were drinking, though, mate. But yes, if you'd like to join Eldar Sim, go on to Facebook. Trying to get a podium, mate. Well, from where you're starting, yeah, I think you'll do. I hope you do, mate. To be honest, I want to see at least a podium. You were drinking Coke. Well, see, that's even worse than drinking alcohol, then. But yes, as I was just saying, we will have a fantastic race, and hopefully it is a good one. So yeah, do go onto Facebook and check out Eldar Sim Racing. We do have the website, which is www.eldarsimracing.co.uk, which most of the cars are carrying the website on. Yeah, it's full of rubbish, mate. You don't want to drink that. Mind you, I've had 2 glasses of Pepsi, so I'm just as bad. But yes, it should be fantastic. But yes, please do obviously check us out, and if you've got any suggestions, then obviously, cheers, mate, much appreciated. Best luck with the race, my friend. It's nice to be back in the commentary box, even though I've been in it most of the week. Excuse me, burping down everyone's ear. It's that garlic bread I've just had as well. It's not good. But hopefully it should be good. So yeah, if you want to join, then we've got plenty of space. Obviously at the moment this league's full. If you'd like to check out during the week, just to mention, obviously I know Darren's got some personal things ongoing, but in a couple of weeks' time he will be doing yet again the relive of the Go Fudge Yourself JTCC GR2s that are alongside this. The GR2s are faster than the Japanese GT Super GT specification. Just to put that in there, but Darren will be doing the relive at some point in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, do check out Idle 4 Gaming. His commentary is actually quite amazing. He's been doing it for a couple of months now, and I must say he provides some really good giggles as well. Much as me, but you know, I'm not the one to blame or beat up the bush, if you will, and say that I'm better than people, because obviously I am a good commentator. We do have another commentator, Malk. I know I'm a top bloke, mate, thank you, it's very kind of you. You know, Darren does a good job as much as me, as well as Malcolm, who also does commentary on a Friday night. But yes, we are equal in the commentary side. But yes, we are about to start the race with 5 seconds on the countdown, and the race will begin. And it is a rolling start, so we'll see how well everyone goes. Hopefully my voice doesn't disappear in this race. If it does, I'm going to be charging people 10 quid for a new voice box. No, I'm only kidding, it's fine. So let's see what is going to happen. So Dan Cope starts on pole position, followed by Callum, followed by Oligero, Steve Stones, and then obviously Fast Portuguese, Excalibur, Mistake Fate, Dean Atkinson, and of course Brian Moncani, Nate Fletch, Brian Ross, Darren Baldwin, Stu Shelton, Adam Morgan, and then Rasmus. But we are getting ready for what would be very interesting start. We are getting the green light to go on the starting gantry any moment. Let's hope everyone gets away cleanly, and let's see what they are doing. Currently going to be very close going into turn number 1. We'll see exactly what happens. Fast Portuguese already tries to make a move on Excalibur going into turn number 1, so he's got his compatriot Oligero ahead of him. It looks like everyone is safely through. Looking at Fast Portuguese and Oligero at the moment, they're battling away for 5th and 4th at the moment. So Dan Cope currently leads the way. And you've got Callum Doggerall, then you've got Steve Stones, and then Oligero. Looks like Nathan Rombox trying to make a move going into the roller coaster. Is he going to make it 3 wide? It was almost 3 wide with Dean Atkinson near enough taking the pair of them, so going through the roller coaster for the first time. And then we'll see exactly what is happening further back. Mistake Fake already in 8th place, Brian Moncani 9th, Nate Fletch 10th in the Toyota Supra. Then you have Darren Baldwin up into already in 12th, trying to get into 11th past Brian Ross, which he already does. Stu Shelton in 13th, then Adam Morgan, and then obviously Rasmus in 15th. At the moment, Dan Cope currently is the gap from Steve Stones, and then obviously Callum Collins trying to get to grips with that Viper. He will do okay, I'm sure he will. It's only a minute and a half already into the race. So he's got Fast Portuguese. Excalibur is under threat from Mistake Fate going into turn number 1. He has got the line covered, has he? Yes, he has, but Mistake Fake trying to get past in that 911. You've got Dean Atkinson. Looks like there's quite a few battles going on. It looks like Oligero and Nate Fletch near enough coming together. Brian Moncani also there. Darren Baldwin in that Jamaican Beetle also trying to join the party. Goes off there. What happened then? Did he run wide, or was it just Constantine cars? He's dropped to the rear of the field now. He's not going to like that. Rasmus trying to overtake. There's quite a lot of cars now trying to go into proximity of each other. So Rasmus into 13th, Stu Shelton 14th, and Darren Baldwin at the rear of the field at the moment. Looking at Brian Ross putting Adam Morgan under considerable pressure. It is not touring car start Adam Morgan, by the way, guys, just to clarify. But we do have Brian Ross currently chasing that pack. Rasmus trying to get through in that BMW going through Toyo Bend. Looks like Adam Morgan trying to chase down Nathan Fletch for 10th place at the moment. It does look like though the Supra is trying to push on. It looks like Oliveira there in the Aston Martin going a bit snakily along the line. But Adam Morgan gets through. Nathan Fletch trying to size up a move on Brian Moncani going into turn number 1. Who was that? It's Callum trying to rejoin. Dean Atkinson all up into 5th. Callum looks like he's trying to push on. He's trying to actually have a bit of a Viper battle between himself and Brian Moncani, as well as Nathan Rumbout. Just seeing exactly what's happening here. Oh, he's gone off wide there. He's not going to like that, but it looks like there's a couple of cars having a bit of snaky manoeuvres, but we've got Stu Shelton and Darren Baldwin going over the rise. Stu Shelton trying to make a move on Oliveira going into the roller coaster, and he makes it stick, but there was a slight contact between him and Oliveira, which has delayed Darren Baldwin slightly, but we're going to be pushing quite a bit on. It will be a very much close proximity. We'll see what's going on further at the front at the moment. Looks like Dean Atkinson trying to get up to mistake fake. Fast Portuguese still in 3rd. Steve Stone's now trying to chase down Dan Cope. Looks like 1.3 of a gap, but Dan Cope still leading the way at the moment. It looks like Excalibur and Brian Moncani, the 2 Belgians in the field, trying to push on with Nate Fletch trying to make a move into turn number 1. He's made that Supra as wide as he can. He's got in front of both Adam Morgan as well as Brian Moncani. He's got to be careful though, because now he's got Nathan Rombout ahead of him in zone 2. Nathan 6th and 7th. At the moment we'll see exactly what's going to push on. We've got Brian Ross just there looking in the background with Stu Shelton trying to push up and trying to push. Darren's already up into 11th, so he's trying to push Brian Ross. Not wide, but going up over the rise towards the roller coaster for the 4th time. It looks like Stu Shelton had that move covered, but Brian Ross is coming back on and majorly attack. We'll see what's going on further ahead. It looks like Adam Morgan has dropped down a bit into 8th. He's got a bit of a squirm with that Corvette at the moment. He looks like there seem to be a lot of squirms at the moment, but obviously Nathan Rombout has got overtaken by Nathan Fletch, but hopefully the Belgian will keep it together. It looks like he's going to push on quite a bit on the medium tyre, well, it's on the hard tyres, I do apologise, at the moment. So we've got 54 and 19 seconds remaining, but at the moment it looks like there's a lot of interchanging battles. We'll keep to the front of this pack at the moment with Adam Morgan, Brian Moncani, and of course Rasmus going into turn number 1. That BMW, the M6, is trying to push his way towards this chasing pack. Now Darren Baldwin also in this pack after running wide on the opening lap by the looks of it, but we're going to be very close. We'll see what's happening further up the front. At the moment we've got Steve Stone's now trying to chase down Dan Cope, but Dan Cope in that BMW M6. There's a bit of a tyre squeal. What's going to happen at the roller coaster? It looks like they're all trying to get through there as quick as they can. It looks like Darren Baldwin though is trying to put a move on Brian Moncani for what would be 10th place. He's still sat behind the Viper at the moment, trying to do a stellar job. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it this lap? Already seems to be like they are doing a fantastic way of working it out. It does look like Rasmus though is trying to get past Brian Moncani for 8th place at the moment. It looks like Darren's got to Brian Moncani for 10th at the moment, but he's also getting into this group now between Excalibur. I do apologise, that was with Rasmus. Darren's going to try and make it free wide into turn number 1. Oh my days, he's got the both of them. What a move. But Rasmus is trying to come back with a vengeance. The Danish driver trying to push and push. He's going to be very much alive. It does look like we are going to be much on the tail of Adam Morgan now to try and get into the top 7. We'll see what's happening further back. Looks like Excalibur and Stu Shelton now have got a battle on 66 versus the... I can't even remember what number he is, but he gets through on... Stu Shelton gets through on Nathan Rombouts at the roller coaster, so the two Belgians now are 12th and 11th at the moment. Brian Ross and then obviously Oligero and of course Callum Doggerel at the rear of the field at the moment. Probably will pick up the pace. I'm sure he will. I've got no intention. Steve Stone's trying to chase down Dan Cope. Fast Portuguese and Mistake Fake currently 3rd and 4th. The Portuguese drivers currently trying to push on. Dean Atkinson in 5th place, followed by Nate Fletch, followed by Darren Baldwin and of course Adam Morgan. Told you this battle would come alive. Darren about to take the outside line going into turn number 1. But there is a yellow flag up ahead. Have we lost a driver, or is it just... Oh, it's Fast Portuguese. Has he had contact, or has he... Where's he at on the map? He's now... He was there, he's in 10th. He's now in 10th place. Has he had issues with his own countrymen, or has he just had a bit... went off? But looks like Rasmus trying to get past Adam Morgan now, going up over the rise towards the roller coaster for the 7th time. It does look like at the moment Dan Cope eking out that advantage slightly. Looks like Fast Portuguese and Nathan Rombouts. It looks like Brian Moncani, after serving his penalty, dropped down to 13th at the moment. Brian Ross in 12th. See what's going on further up the field in a moment or two, but looks like Rasmus is on a mission from the rear of the field. I did say, would he make it 2 from 2 this evening? Who knows? But at the moment he's in 8th place from Adam Morgan and of course Stu Shelton. See what's happening further up, shall we? Looks like Mistake Fake trying to push that Porsche to its absolute limit. It's about 2.8 seconds from Steve Stone's in the McLaren. Dan Cope, though, forgot about this guy at the moment, currently leading the race with 10 minutes gone in this race. It's already 10 minutes in the race. It looks like to me, though, Nate Fletch still 5th. Darren Baldwin now in 6th. Rasmus in 7th now, so he's got past Adam Morgan. Stu Shelton, the Porsche driver, in the mint green Porsche 911, putting Adam Morgan under considerable amount of threat. Side by side going into the roller coaster. Stu's got the move done. He likes to make a move down at the roller coaster. Obviously his favourite point. Adam Morgan now down in 9th, but he's still not giving up. The Corvette driver is still lurking and trying to push away from Stu Shelton for the time being. And it looks like Fast Portuguese still in 10th place, but he's also joining in the fray. Is he going to make a move with Adam Morgan going a bit wide towards the latter half of the lap? See exactly what's going to happen further ahead in a moment or two, but we'll have a look at Fast Portuguese. Adam Morgan actually dives into pit lane, so we'll see what he comes out on. So Brian Ross and of course Nathan Rombouts into 10th and 11th respectively with Brian Moncani. Don't know whether he's suffering in the Viper at the moment, you know, whether he's just having a bit of a moment that Oligero snaking at Aston Martin going into race number 1. It looks like Callum's already been into the pit, so he's on the mediums. So Dan Cope still leading, Steve Stone 2nd, Mistake Fake in 3rd, followed by Dean Atkinson 5th. Darren Baldwin currently under threat for 5th place from Nate Fletch. We'll see what Nate Fletch is going to do. Supra, Liquid Molly Supra. Obviously he feels more at home in the Supra than he does with probably any other GT car. I'm sure he'll tell me. But the Supra is quite a nice, easy, comfortable car to drive, especially when he's now had a season under his belt for it. But it's putting Darren under considerable amount of pressure at the moment. We've got But Steve Stones goes into pit lane as well. So Rasmus in 7th. We'll see exactly, it's someone else. No, it's Steve Stones in pit lane. Adam Morgan came out on the mediums, so be interesting to see what Steve Stones will come out with. So that's allowed a couple of the drivers pushed up. So we do have Dean Atkinson now 3rd, Mistake Fake 2nd, Dan Cope currently in 1st place, holding off these guys, but it looks like Darren, even up with now Steve Stones that pitted, has pushed Darren up into 4th. Currently Rasmus 6th, Stu Shelton 7th, and then Fast Portuguese, and then Brian Ross, and of course Brian Moncani 11th, but Excalibur 10th, so it's kind of pushed everyone up. We'll see exactly where Steve Stones is. He's coming out on the racing hards, so he's right up on Brian Moncani's gearbox of that Viper going through the roller coaster. So we've got 46 minutes and 13 seconds until the checker flag drops. But yes, if you're liking the stream, guys, please do give it a massive thumbs up. It will help us a lot, and subscribe to Eldar Racing, just why we are near enough at 46 minutes in the race. It is still not even halfway through yet, but we are going to be pushing towards. So Rasmus jumps into pit lane, so it'll be interesting to see what the BMW driver does come out on. Trying to make it 2 from 2 this evening is what I reckon he's going to be doing. So it looks like at the moment Dean Atkinson in 3rd place, currently having the Jamaican Beetle Darren Baldwin chasing him kind of down at the moment, but whether Darren can get quickly up into that 3rd place before he makes a pit stop, depending on obviously the strategies. It is down to the driver what compound they decide to go on, but obviously Supersofts aren't here. So Dan Cope currently pushing on still in the BMW, trying to eke out that advantage from Mistake Fake, or Dean Atkinson clips the wall there before he goes into tyre bend, which has allowed Darren Baldwin to actually try and push for 3rd place at the moment. We'll see what's happening. Brian Ross trying to put Excalibur under pressure. So the fluorescent blue car, as Dan Cope goes into pit lane, Mistake Fake stays out, so we'll get lead the race. Looks like Rasmus on the mediums, which is probably an easy thing. Callum at the moment snaking that Viper. It's probably pardon the pun, snaking the Viper, yes. So Mistake Fake followed by Dean Atkinson and Darren Baldwin. They're going to battle before they go into pit lane. So we'll see exactly how well these two do. These two obviously have raced each other previously, so you know they're going to have the Jaguar versus the Volkswagen Beetle going up over the rise towards the roller coaster. The roller coaster is coming up, brake into what looks like 3rd gear. And Darren's got 7 gears in that Beetle, so obviously the Beetle looks like it has the upper hand on the gearing, but you know, he's going to be pushing on quite a bit. So we've got Dean Atkinson in his sights, trying to lure that Jag into a mistake, but we'll soon find out. Darren actually had fastest lap till Adam Morgan stole it off him, so looks like 43 minutes to go roughly. Looks like we're going to be in for a close proximity race. It does look like at the moment what is going to happen. So they're both taking the battle to pit lane, so that's allowed they Fletch up into 2nd at the moment. Just going to see what Dan Cope actually came out on. He actually came out on the mediums, so it is quite interesting. Steve Stones with a half a second penalty, so he'll have to obviously serve that. So he's doing that now as we speak, but he's crossed the line, which is a bit unfortunate. Hopefully that does not go against him too much. But looking at the Belgian sandwich in Brian Ross there, Brian Ross is in a Belgian sandwich. I wonder what's in the Belgian sandwich, but it doesn't look, it looks like a tasty battle though, but It looks like at the moment though, Brian Ross trying to get past Nathan Brumbounce, but Brian Moncani in the Viper also trying to gain onto the back of the English Brian. But it looks like Brian Moncani trying to get past Brian Ross. Maybe they're going to work together. Maybe they'll take the battle to the pit lane like Darren and Dean did a lap ago. But 42 minutes to go in this race. It's going to be spectacular. We'll see what tyres they came out on in a moment or two. It looks like Dean Atkinson came out on the hards and Darren came out on the soft. So the Beetle on the softer of the three compounds. It does look like though going to be on course for probably a very interesting remaining couple of minutes of the race. Stu Shelton into pit lane now in his beautiful Porsche. But it looks like Brian Moncani getting the move done into turn number one. Yes, he does, but Brian Ross bites back and says, right, I have enough of this Viper. But yes, it is. Got to be careful because Dan Cope that led the race early on, currently chasing him down for whether he's in 7th place at the moment, so he's on medium compound flashing the light. I don't know whether he's just flashing it for the sake of it, but currently Brian Moncani flashing the light and Brian Ross saying, come on mate, out my way, I want through, going through the roller coaster. What a move, we just caught a glimpse of that. Dan Cope tried to emulate that, but he was a bit far back, but fair enough. He's doing a fabulous job though. Currently trying to chase down Brian Ross, but we'll see whether he does. He's going a bit side by side. Brian Ross, Brian Moncani and Excalibur. Whether they're going to pit this time round, so Dan Cope gets back up into 6th place. Now he's got the Belgians ahead of him, flashing the lights all the time, trying to distract these guys. But he's got to be careful if he overtakes these guys, because if they want to go into pit lane, they could end up taking them with him, but they're staying out for another lap. Brian Ross thinks about going into pit lane, so rightly so, I'd say that Nate Fletcher also joined in pit lane, so that's allowed mistake fake. Oh, go into this battle, sorry, I do apologise. Dan Cope back up into 3rd place at the moment. He's got 5.8 from Fast Portuguese mistake fake. Going through the roller coaster. Let's see what's happening further back. Brian Moncani and his compatriots having a bit of a battle. These two, the Viper and the Corvette, currently both having a bit of a battle together. So we'll see exactly what happens. Steve Stone's there in 6th, Dean Atkinson and Adam Morgan. Darren Baldwin though looking. Darren is currently in 9th place, but Adam Morgan and Dean Atkinson currently 7th and 8th. Whether there's a bit of rivalry, we'll see about that. You've got Rasmus behind Darren Baldwin at the moment. Stu Shelton out on the mediums, and obviously Ollie Jerome on these hard tyres at the moment. Renee Fletcher currently on the hard, so it does look like mistake fake will be in pit lane. Fast Portuguese does that now, so that is now allowed Dan Cope to inherit the race lead again. Brian Moncani and of course Excalibur jump into pit lane. Steve Stones goes into pit lane this time round, so there's a handful of cars into pit lane. So it looks like Dean Atkinson and Adam Morgan and of course Darren Baldwin 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And mistake fake comes out in 5th place, just. Well, he did, but looks like Rasmus got 5th place. No, he's now got 4th from Darren Baldwin. So it looks like mistake fake's pit crew obviously on the limit, so it's pushed. Looks like from what I am seeing at the moment, Adam Morgan currently 2nd. Dan Cope is about 10.1 from these guys now. So Dean Atkinson in 3rd place, followed by Rasmus, followed by Darren Baldwin. Rasmus tries to make a move into the roller coaster, taps Dean Atkinson down to 5th place at the moment. Rasmus on the inside of Darren Baldwin. Darren's probably trying to have a bit of a battle. Yes, they have got a bit of an interchanging battle. Got a lot of car ahead of them now, but this is where the battles will be pushed to the absolute limit. Darren Baldwin currently pushing and pushing. So Mistake Fake come out on the hards, and I believe Fast Portuguese was on the hards, Brian Moncani on the mediums, Steve Stones on the softs, and then obviously Brian Ross mediums, and of course Brian's compatriot, but that's Brian Moncani's compatriot, Nathan Rombouts on the mediums as well. So anything can happen in this race. We've still got just under 37 minutes to go till we finish, but we should be in for an absolute cracker of a absolute cracker. Yeah, can't get my words out. Absolute cracker of a race. He's going to be very close in proximity, but Darren Baldwin going down towards the roller coaster. Tried to make a move on Adam Morgan, but he's not got it. Got to be careful because Rasmus is on a charge as well. But it looks like Darren Baldwin has got Adam Morgan in his sights. He's got that Corvette lined up and he's got him. It looks like Rasmus is trying to do exactly the same. It looks like Rasmus has got past, or almost got past Adam Morgan for third place at the moment. He's got Darren Baldwin in his sights now, which is going to be pushing on quite a bit. Darren will try and push away though. So 36 minutes gone. Well, not 36 minutes gone, but almost towards the halfway point. So we've got 35 and a half minutes remaining. We'll see what's going on further back just for a couple of moments, but then we've got Mistake Fake Stu Shelton now trying to chase down the other Porsche. So the Porsches are doing well. Nate Fletch in 8th, followed by 9th. Fast Portuguese, Brian Moncani, Steve Stones, and of course Brian Ross, Excalibur, and obviously Callum at the rear of the field at the moment. So far Danco though 9.5, well it's 9.6 now. Darren Baldwin in the Beetle. He's still got this battle raging between Rasmus and of course Adam Morgan. Looks to me that Adam Morgan will have to catch up to that BMW. The BMW seems to be quite well round here at the moment because Dan Coates M6 seems to be pushing quite a bit round. Whether he does or not is another thing. I'm not going to put commentator's curse, but it seems we are in for a tighter battle. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen between these guys. So Dean Atkinson with 0.5 seconds of penalty. He's going to have to take that, but that is going to allow Mistake Fake to close up. Same with Stu Shelton. But whether these guys do get past, indeed, it looks like Mistake Fake though gets alongside Dean Atkinson for 5th place at the moment. Currently, Stu Shelton's also joining that party. So Stu is kind of like an unwanted guest, but not anymore. Oh, Mistake Fake! He hops the curb, which has allowed Dean Atkinson to get alongside. But currently, from what I've seen, it kind of looks like Dean kept it pinned, so Mistake Fake just go around the corner. But fair play going into the roller coaster for the 19th time. Looks like Stu Shelton and Dean Atkinson have had a bit of a battle. It looks like Stu's got the move, so Dean Atkinson also trying to push on quite a bit. It does mean that Dean Atkinson will have to try and push on quite a bit now to get back into that 5th place, but he's got Mistake Fake rather, I do apologise mate. He's got Nuno trying to push all over the back of him. So Nuno gets into 6th place. We'll see what's happening further back. Nate Fletch, Brian Moncani and Steve Stones at Fast Portuguese. So there's also a battle for 9th, 10th and 11th. At the moment it looks kind of relatively a very interesting battle. So 33 minutes of the race. So we've got 32 and a half to go. So it does look like Steve Stone's currently putting Brian Moncani under considerable amount of pressure. and we'll see what happens. But it does look like that Fast Portuguese and Steve Stone's having that battle, so the Beetle and McLaren. Looks like Fast Portuguese though at the moment putting that McLaren so far wide. We'll see what's happening with Rasmus at the moment. Currently 2.8 of a second from Darren Baldwin at the moment. 32 minutes left. We'll see what's happening along the race. It looks like Fast Portuguese and Steve Stones currently pushing Steve Stones into the roller coaster. I thought he was going to run wide there. Brian Ross and of course Nathan Rombout's having a bit of a battle. They're gonna, just while I get myself comfy, I do apologise guys, having a bit of a battle. Dean Atkinson now down in 13th, he's been in pit lane, so he's gone into the racing softs, which is pushed 17 seconds of Oliveira onto the mediums in the Aston Martin. And obviously Callum at the moment trying to push on. He will do okay. I believe he's actually on the controller tonight, so give him kind of a lot of respect for being on the controller. It is very difficult. I know the feeling because I've raced on controller, but he's not giving up though. So Dan Cope still leading the race, 3.7 from Darren Baldwin with 31 minutes to go. Looks like Darren's Beetle is having a good time. And then obviously Rasmus and then obviously Adam Morgan. We'll see if there's any interesting battles further back. Steve Stone's now catching up to Brian Moncani. So the Viper still snaking its way down up over the rise towards the roller coaster. It will be on 30.5 minutes, so we're nearly halfway through this race. Does not feel like it at all, but Brian Moncani in 8th, followed by Steve Stone to the 9th. Fast Portuguese in 10th. Brian Ross now got past Nathan Rombout, but Nathan Rombout is trying to push on, trying to literally get into that rhythm with that Corvette. That Corvette putting that Mercedes AMG under considerable amount of pressure. But it looks to me that Excalibur is going to try and get past anytime soon. We will see. So halfway through the race, let us know guys what you think and who you think is going to win the race, even though we are halfway through with 30 minutes to go. But it is going to be very close between everyone, I believe. From what I've seen, Dean Atkinson yet again with another penalty. He must be absolutely livid. He must think, what have I got to do to escape these penalties? But you know, so far 13th for the Jaguar driver, and Oliveira 14th in the Aston Martin, and then obviously Callum in the Viper there. Looks like Dan Cope now has got flashing his lights going through the latter part of the lap. Is he going to pit this lap because he's almost drinking up fuel in that BMW? Whether he does or not is entirely up to him, but we shall see. No, staying up for another lap, I don't blame him. But there's a yellow flag in sector 1, so Callum obviously rejoining. We've got Rasmus chasing these guys down. Adam Morgan deciding to go in pit lane, fair play. He's almost out of fuel there, so that's allowed Stu and of course Mistake Fake to jump up into 4th and 5th respectively. Nate Fletch 7th, Brian Moncani still with Steve Stones trying to push on. Steve Stone's actually in that McLaren, just looking at his times though. He's currently trying to push quite a bit. He's got that McLaren dialed up. It kicks up the dirt though. Tries to put Brian Moncani under considerable amount of threat. But yes, it is going to be very close with 28 minutes remaining. Fast Portuguese now has Brian Ross pushing him for 9th place at the moment, so Fast Portuguese will have to try and do a lot. I believe Rui is going to try and get that move covered because Brian Ross is trying to get past that Beetle of German machines at the moment. But obviously it does look like we've got bit of a battle. Dan Cope actually now jumps into pit lane, which allows Darren Baldwin inherited the lead. Darren probably will pit this lap. I presume Rasmus up into second, and obviously Stu Shelton and Mistake Fake respectively third and fourth at the moment, with Dan Cope in pit lane. Fair play to Dan, he's not given up this evening. He's done a fantastic job, and he comes out in 5th place. So that team must put the racing odds onto Dan Cope's BMW M6. So we'll see exactly what will happen with 26 and 40 seconds. That's allowed Darren and of course Rasmus. And you got Stu Shelton, Mistake Fate, Dan Cope now, Brian Moncani and the Fletch 4th, 7th and 6th. Looks like the Viper snaking its way through the roller coaster up onto Nate Fletch. Looks like the Viper's trying to get its prey. But at the moment, Brian Moncani there. Dan Cope, you just see escaping. Looks like he's dispatched these stones. But Fast Portuguese still under threat from Brian Ross though at the moment. Darren into pit lane, so Rasmus inherits the lead. But that's Stu Shelton's also jumped into pit lane, so that's going to be very close to see exactly how well they do. Looks like Callum's still having a bit of issues with that Viper at the moment, but looks to me that most of the field. So we've got Excalibur at 11th, Adam Morgan in currently 12th, but looks like from what I've seen though, did Darren come out of pit lane? Yes he did, into 7th, he's on the hards, so he's going to be pushing on quite a bit. It looks like there's a gaggle of cars between Fast Portuguese and of course Brian Ross. Brian Moncani is currently 4th at the moment. But Excalibur doing a stellar job trying to chase up to these guys, but the move is going to be on with Brian Ross. Brian Ross trying to go on the outside, maybe the inside, for turn the roller coaster. But Fast Portuguese is there. So Fast Portuguese says, not on your life sunshine, I've got that place covered yet again. But a fantastic battle. We'll see what's going on further up. Mistake Fake, and of course Rasmus now, is he going to go into pit lane? He's still going up for another lap, which is quite impressive with 24.5 minutes to go. So Mistake Fake doing a stellar job in 2nd, and Dan Cope 3rd, Brian Moncani 4th, and Nate Fletch 5th, Steve Stone 6th. Obviously these guys freeze quite a bit. Darren currently chasing these guys down on the hard in that Beetle. So Darren could be on for a decent result this evening if he keeps his head down and doesn't make any mistakes. He's not going to, I'm sure he won't, but hearing a lot of tyre squeal between the 77 and obviously Nathan Roberts, Nathan John's Supra. I do apologise guys, I had a bit of a lapse of concentration for a sec, I couldn't remember who that was, but I do apologise pal, but hopefully it should be fantastic. But we do have the 17 Supra against the 77 McLaren. See what's going to happen. Is Mistake Fake going to lead because Rasmus is going round the final couple of turns now? We have 23 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. But it looks like to me Darren Baldwin, you can just see that Beetle, he's actually nailed it. He's got them hard tyres warmed up very well now. He's got Steve Stones currently 6th place. He's got to try and dispatch. Oh, Steve goes a bit wide there. Mistake Fake gets the lead of the race. Probably will hand it back to Dan Cope. It looks like Steve Stones nearly tapped the back of Darren's Beetle. But he's gone into pit lane, so that's going to be a bit unfortunate. That's cost him a bit of ground now. So that's allowed Dan Cope in 2nd, Mistake Fake in 1st place, followed by Brian Moncani 3rd, Nath John 4th, Darren Baldwin now 5th, Brian Ross and Fast Portuguese in 7th and 6th and 7th with Adam Morgan, Alex Excalibur and Stu Shelton. Rasmus has come out on the softs, so whether he will push on to try and push to where he belongs. It's got 22 minutes to go. Dean Atkinson still in 12th, and Steve Stones with that penalty on his outlap, currently on the mediums, but Oligero currently 14th in that Aston Martin, and then obviously Callum at the rear of the field with 22 minutes to go. So we are on course probably for what would be an interesting bit of a battle. Brian McCartney's third. Nate Fletch probably is going to pick this lap. Darren Baldwin still in 5th place at the moment, trying to do a steady job, trying to catch up to these guys. Fast Portuguese still has got past Brian Ross. I didn't see exactly what happened, but Beetle in 6th place at the moment with Brian Ross, and Adam Morgan now trying to overtake Adam Morgan. Oh, they're trying to make it 3 wide down the front straight. Bit of contact, bit of a Shedden and whoever Shedden was battling with yesterday. It looks like Fast Portuguese has lost out, so you know it's going to be close. So Fast Portuguese now has dropped down to 8th place. So it looks like Rui Duarte has dropped down. Stu Shelton also trying to chase. It looks like Brian Ross, Brian Ross trying to make that Mercedes the widest Mercedes, but it looks like Adam Morgan has got that loop going down up over the rise towards the roller coaster for the 28th time. Looks like Fast Portuguese and Stu Shelton trying to push quite a bit. See exactly what's going to happen, but Excalibur and Rasmus has to gain some more ground to see whether he's going to make it 2 from 2. But we're seeing Stu Shelton just ducking behind that Beetle. It's essentially a Beetle, is the Porsche, but don't tell everyone else that. But 20 minutes to go. It is going to be quite close, so we'll see exactly what is going to happen. So, you know, Stu Shelton almost pushing the Beetle across the start-finish line now, but Stu Shelton goes into turn number 1, doesn't make the move stick, unfortunately. Is that going to allow Fast Portuguese to try and gain? But it looks like Stu Shelton has a bit of a tap, gets past Fast Portuguese for 7th place now. Now he's got to try and catch up to Brian Ross. Darren Baldwin in the meantime 2.2 or 2.6 rather for Brian Moncani at the moment. Dan Cope pushing so hard he's almost out of fuel there. Mistake Fake also coming through the turns, but Dan Cope, if he's pushed too hard. Brian Moncani in 3rd with Darren Baldwin. Darren might actually have the legs of certain cars here. It looks to me that Darren may inherit the race lead. Adam Morgan 5th at the moment with Brian Ross, and of course Stu Shelton side by side currently. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, Stu kicks up a bit of dirt, that's not going to help. And he pushes Brian Ross a bit, but he's Stu. So Rasmus up into 6th. I didn't see that coming. Fast Portuguese and Stu Shelton. These guys are going to be battling. It's going to probably be 3 cars soon, so we've got 18 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. So I hope you're enjoying the stream, guys. Let us know. Fast Portuguese and Stu Shelton. Stu gets onto that sausage curb. That's a very nice sausage curb to be eaten by a Porsche, because it probably spits you out. So 18 minutes to go. There is currently Rasmus trying to push on. He's about 4.3 from Adam Morgan at the moment. We're at 4.4, should I say. But he's going to be pushing on. Stu Shelton and Fast Portuguese still have that battle for 7th and 8th. It looks like they're having a bit of closest battles galore. So 17.5. still remaining. Stu Shelton pushing on. Whether his Porsche will push all the way. So it looks like Brian Moncani and of course Dan Cope, they're going to go into... Brian Moncani's very brave. going out for another lap. That's allowed Darren Baldwin to actually inherit second place at the moment. Adam Morgan will stay there in fourth. We'll see exactly, because Fast Portuguese also goes into pit lane. So Mistake Fake and of course Mistake Fake still leading the race. So the Porsche driver doing a very stellar job at the moment. Just look like Darren and Brian Moncani probably will go into pit lane. That will allow Adam Morgan to push on. Rasmus in fifth place, followed by Stu Shelton rather. Then you got Dan Cope actually on the softs now with 16.5 minutes to go. Stu Shelton in sixth. So Dan Cope has to push. Nate Fletch currently on the softs. Steve Stones on the mediums. Brian Ross still on the softs, currently pushing that Mercedes in 10th place. Fast Portuguese on the softs and Excalibur on the softs. Dean Atkinson, mediums, and then Ollie Gero on the mediums at the moment. And obviously Callum at the moment on the softs in that Viper. So Mistake Fake goes into pit lane. Is Darren gonna go into pit lane? Yes he is, which Brian Moncani follows him. So Rasmus and of course Adam Morgan now inherit the lead. So Stu Shelton in third. So we'll see what happens. Interesting to see what Dan Cope's going to do, because Dan Cope currently pushing quite a bit. Is he going to get out in front of these guys? Because Adam Morgan there third, Rasmus in second with Stu Shelton in their Mistake Fake actually out on the softs in fourth place. Brian Moncani appears on the softs but gets overtaken by Dan Cope at the moment. Dan Cope's been out for an extra lap, so Brian Moncani on the softs in that Viper. So 15 minutes to go. Darren Baldwin 7th on the softs again in his Beetle. Nate Fletch currently still on the softs, but we'll see what's going on, because Brian Moncani wants to get another place, but he's going to have to work for it, because Dan Cope is a bit squeezed. But Dan Cope gets back into 5th just as we go on the exit of the roller coaster. Excuse me. And then we do have Adam Morgan followed by Rasmus at the moment. Stu Shelton in third. Mistake Fake fourth with Dan Cope. Was that a back mark? Yes, it was Callum, unfortunately. But Dan Cope fifth at the moment from Brian Moncani. And of course, Darren Baldwin doing a stellar job trying to push quite a bit. So it looks like the Beetle is doing fabulous. Nate Fletch, Steve Stones, followed by Brian Ross, and of course Fast Portuguese, and of course Nathan Rombout. Dean Atkinson still on mediums with Ollie Gero and Colin at the rear of the field at the moment. So it does look like Adam Morgan leading the race from Rasmus at the moment with 13.5 minutes remaining. So we've got Mistake Fake currently pushing on for fourth. Dan Cope though with his two cars behind him. Fair play to Dan, he's not giving up. He's done quite fantastically this evening. Brian Moncani trying to chase him down with Dan Baldwin, doing exactly vice versa to Brian Moncani, but whether we get very close, but we do have 14 runners, I believe. There's been an issue with Callum for 13 minutes left, but Brian Moncani there in 7th, followed by now Darren Baldwin into 6th. Then you've got Stu Shelton into pit lane, so that's allowed Mistake Fake up into, or has it? Because Stu Shelton's just come out in 3rd place still, so that's interesting. So it looks like Dan Cope and of course Darren Baldwin and of course Brian Moncani, they're going to be battling 5th, 6th and 7th. So this could be another battle galore. But we've got 12 minutes, coming up to 12 minutes to go, so we're not far away from the checker flag dropping in this race. But this is round number 2 of the JTCC GR3, brought to you by Go Fudge yourself. And we are in for an absolute epic end of the race. So Mistake Fake currently 4th. Looks like at the moment Dan Cope trying to hold off Darren Baldwin, but Darren's pushing him all the way. Not literally pushing, but he's literally trying to push him into a mistake. You know, I'm trying to see what Dan can do. Darren's trying to put Dan under considerable amount of threat here. It looks like the Beetle versus the BMW, both trying to have identical pace within each other. Darren tries to get the move into the final turn. Whether Stu's hopped into pit lane again, whether that's because his fuel's just been drank, is another thing. But Dan Cope up into 4th now. Darren Baldwin in 5th, Brian Moncani 6th at the moment. So if anything happens between Mistake Fake and of course Rasmus and Adam Morgan, that will probably allow, but it looks like Adam and Rasmus got held up by Oliveira while lapping him there. So it looks like Dan Cope 4th at the moment with 10 and a half minutes, coming up to 10 and a half minutes to go. It does look like that we're going to be in for a bit of a fantastic battle. Darren trying to get a move on Dan. Yes, he does. So Darren into 4th place now. So Darren's going to be pushing on, but Dan hasn't given up. So the number 7, is that the number 72 being? It's hard to tell because he's going that quick. Yes, the 72 BMW trying to put Darren Baldwin under a lot of threat. It looks like Mistake Fake is going to be currently pushing on Adam Morgan into pit lane. Darren Baldwin may take 3rd in a moment, depending on if Adam Morgan comes out of pit lane. Dan Cope with that penalty now, that is going to hurt him. That is actually now going to hurt him, unfortunately, but never mind. He was still... Adam Morgan comes out in 3rd. We thought Darren was actually going to get 3rd, but never mind. Mistake Fake has dropped down a bit from Adam Morgan, where he's just letting that Porsche do the trick. But it looks like Oliveira currently trying to trying to put Rasmus. You know, Rasmus is trying to lap him, but looks like at the moment Mistake Fake, Adam Morgan 3rd, actually currently on the softs again. But it looks like Darren 4th, Brian Moncani 5th, Dan Cope 6th, Nate Fletch in 7th, Brian Ross with fast Portuguese and Excalibur, and of course Stu Shelton. These guys are having a bit of a battle now. With 9 minutes to go, it looks like it's going to be a very close 9 minutes. So we do have roughly Excalibur 10th, followed by Stu Shelton for 11th at the moment. It does look like we're going to be in for some close proximity, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. But Dean Atkinson 12th, Steve Stones 13th, and Oliveira 14th. 8.5 minutes to go. Rasmus trying to still get past that Aston Martin, try and put a lap on him. But it looks like the Aston Martin driver is not giving up. But it looks like Mistake Fake in 3rd, followed by Adam Morgan in 3rd. Darren Baldwin still 4th at the moment. He's going to get another hat-trick, he's going to get another 4th place, but whether he does or not, because it all comes down to the last couple of pit stops. With 8 minutes to go, Brian Moncani still 5th, Dan Cope in 6th. Dan's actually had a great race this evening, so, you know, shout out to Dan Cope, doing a stellar job. Now obviously Nate Fletch, followed by Brian Ross, followed by Fast Portuguese, Stu Shelton finally got past Nathan roundabouts. The Porsche driver and the Corvette driver will probably have another crack. Fast Portuguese though, going into the roller coaster, trying to catch up to Brian Ross. Brian Ross at the moment looks like he's pushing on. It's going to be very close to see what happens towards the latter half of the race. Now it does look like roughly 7 minutes to go. It is going to be close. T-Stone's still in 13th with Oligero trying to escape from Rasmus, but Rasmus needs to push, because not only does he need to push, as Mistake Fake gives second place to Adam Morgan going into turn number 1, but looks like Mistake Fake will try and push. Darren Baldwin wants to try and push to get onto the podium. He wants to get onto the podium, he's told me that. And then you got Brian Mulcahy with Dan Cope. Dan Cope currently 3.2 from Brian Mulcahy. Now he's got to be careful because No Fletch is not far behind. So we'll see what's going on with Adam Morgan, whether he's catched up to by Mistake Fake, but it does look like Darren needs to push as well to get onto that podium. We'll see what's happening. For Brian Ross though, Fast Portuguese and of course Stu Shelton going into the roller coaster. This is going to be close. Stu gets by. It's a very good move. Stu's actually made 2 out of 2 moves there this evening at the roller coaster. So Rasmus at the moment though into pit lane, whether it's into pit lane for fuel because he knows he's got 6 minutes to go. So that's going to be pushing maybe Darren into 3rd place now. Providing Rasmus doesn't come out of pit lane in front of him, he actually comes out right behind him. So Darren is going to have to try and push on with 5.5 minutes to go. So it looks like Rasmus put a fresh pair of softs on, but whether the fuel's going to be another thing. Brian Mulcahy 5th with Dan Cope 6th, fair play. And we've got Nate Fletch, then you've got Brian Ross. I don't know why Brian's suddenly gone slow for a bit. Whether he's just trying to take it steady towards the latter part, but Stu Shelton is not giving up, trying to get past Mercedes AMG driver for what would be 8th place. We've got just under 5 minutes to go. So we're in for close proximity battles all the way. Stu Shelton makes it 3 out of 3 moves at the roller coaster. He needs now to push away from Brian Ross, but Brian Ross will not give up. We know what Brian's exactly like. So this is going to be fantastic. We've got Brian Ross currently trying to push quite a bit for Stu Shelton. There, we'll see what's happening. Fast Portuguese, Excalibur, Dean Atkinson, Steve Stones. Of course, Oligero. You've got Adam Morgan though, currently leading the race with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Mistake Fake and then Darren Baldwin as well as Rasmus side by side with each other. Oh, Darren's had to concede 3rd place to Rasmus. Whether Rasmus is going to be launching an attack. Brian Mulcahy is still 3.9 from Dan Cope at the moment. But looking at with 4 minutes to go, it does look like we're going to be in for some quite close proximity. Darren is going to have to push that beat up all the way to try and get on the podium from Rasmus. Well, it looks like Rasmus is going to try and push. It looks like Mistake Fake at the moment currently 2nd. Adam Morgan in 1st though in that Chevy Corvette. Brian Mulcahy 5th, Dan Cope now under threat from Nate Fletch for 6th place at the moment, but fair play, Dan Cope has not given up this evening. He's led a few laps, fair play to him, but it will be okay. Stu Shelton and Brian Ross, Fast Portuguese, trying to chase after Brian at the moment. We'll see what's going on further back, or further front in a couple of moments, but 3 minutes to go. So this could be on to the last lap as they cross the line this time round. We'll see exactly what is going to happen. But we do have Adam Morgan in 1st, followed by Mistake Fake, and then Rasmus. Darren tries to push onto the podium. He said he was going to get a podium to me, but whether he's just taking it steady now, but we'll see. Because we know what Darren's driving style is like. But hopefully it does catch up. mistake fake from Rasmus at the moment. You can just see Adam Morgan there going through the roller coaster. Darren Baldwin 4th, and it looks to me we're going to be in for some close racing. Just seeing what's going on. 4th is podium. Yeah, it'll be a podium to him, my friend. But Brian Moncani 5th, Dan Cope 6th, Nate Fletch in 7th, Stu Shelton 8th, Brian Ross 9th for Fast Portuguese, 10th at the moment, Excalibur 11th, Dean Atkinson 12th, and Ollie Gero, and of course Steve Stones 4th, 13th and 14th. Going on to the last lap then. Mistake Fake is trying to get rid of Rasmus, but Rasmus gives him a bit of a knock into turn number 1, side by side again. But it looks like Rasmus has got the move covered. But whether he has got the move covered, whether he will have time to catch up to Adam Morgan, because we are on to the final lap. Darren Baldwin 4th, he will probably kick himself now, because he wanted to get on the podium this evening. Whether Rasmus and Mistake Fake have that sort of battle that will push on. We've got a minute to go, so it's going to be very close. And you've got Darren 4th, still Brian Moncani, Dan Cope 5th and 6th. Then you've got Nate Fletch 7th, Stu Shelton, Fast Portuguese, and Brian Ross. They're still battling for 9th and 10th respectively, which makes it very close, but looks like Fast Portuguese tries to get that move sticked. We have 35 seconds remaining. Excalibur in 11th, followed by Dean Atkinson in 12th, followed by Ollie Gero, and then Steve Stones. We are about to... we may see another lap for some of these guys. So it looks like Adam Morgan and Rasmus, followed by Mistake Fake and Darren Baldwin and Brian Moncani. And preferably Dan Cope if he gets his right foot onto the accelerator. So it does look like the guys that are about to cross the line, Nate Fletch will be the first man to finish roughly, but obviously not first win, but Brian Ross, Excalibur and Dean Atkinson, Ollie Gero and Steve Stones. But Adam Morgan currently going through the roller coaster for the final time, with Rasmus trying to catch him. Rasmus will not catch him, but it looks like Mistake Fake and Darren Baldwin will finish 4th and 5th, providing there's no dramas for any of the guys. But Adam Morgan though, coming through the latter part of the lap, has come through tyres for the final time, just to see exactly what is going to happen. But going through total bend for the final time, he's got that gap of 1.1 to Rasmus. Steve Stones already off track, so Steve Stones will finish 14th, and Adam Morgan takes the win. Rasmus shouldn't be doing that for 2nd. Mistake Fake does exactly the same, which unfortunately that will go against them. So Darren Baldwin may inherit the podium, depending on what the stewards think of their antics. Brian Moncani for 5th and Dan Cope in 6th, followed by Nate Fletch, but we'll see exactly what will happen. But Adam Morgan, fair play, takes a win in that Chevy Corvette, up from 13 places, and it has been a very close proximity race indeed. So we'll go through the results. I will get the results as well, and it should be a very close in fraught battle. So give me 1 second. So we'll go through the quick race results for this evening. So Adam Morgan takes the race win, followed by Rasmus, followed by Mistake Fake, and then you got Darren Baldwin thought he was going to get a podium, but fair play, he got fourth again for the second meeting in a row. Then Brian Mulcahy followed by Dan Cope. Then you had Nate Fletch, then you had Stu Shelton, followed by Fast Portuguese, and of course Brian Ross, Excalibur, Dean Atkinson, Ollie Gero, and Steve Stones, and then obviously, sadly, we lost Callum Doggerel, having a bit of issues with his Viper, but I'm sure he will bounce back. Then you had obviously Rasmus with the fastest lap on lap 43 with a 121.003, and I'll tell you what, it is going to be fantastic going into the next round of the championship, and it will be absolutely fantastic to see. But it will be very close as we get into what would be a very amazing race. And I'll tell you what, next week will be fantastic as well. I've been the one and only Hoppers for Eldar Racing, and I will see you guys Wednesday for the well, I may see you Wednesday for the Tyre Team Championship, depending on what is going on, but I will see you guys then. If not, I will see you in a week's time for the next round of the Go Fudge Yourself GR3 JTCC Championship. But it will be fantastic to see what will happen going into the next one, and it will be fantastic. So I've been Hoppers for the Eldar Racing, and I will see you guys maybe in the week. So take care, guys, and have an absolutely fantastic week, and I'll catch you guys very soon. So until then, take care. Ta-ra.